consciousness is an amorphous and expanding entity. I think that we allow our consciousness to be prohibited by our senses, prescribed by our senses, living in the realm of these 5 apertures into our reality. But reality is limitless, space is infinite, time eternal. Through yoga, one can temporarily break the bonds that chain us to the mundane, the mondial, that which is of the earth, and we can temporarily at least receive a taste of the infinite. This
has been a key to your recovery.
Like spiritual people, sometimes they're a priest, sometimes they're a yoga teacher, sometimes it's just some bloke you chat to who always seems to get to the heart of the matter, the holy within a matter. It's good to hang around with them type of people, because otherwise you spend your whole life thinking about materialistic, meaningless things that can never, ever, ever make you happy. I think the reason that I took drugs and drank is the same reason that anyone that takes drugs and drinks to excess, was that inside they're unhappy. I'm not talking about recreational drug use or recreational drinking, that's none of my business. I'm talking about people that are doing it because there's pain inside them. The reason I did it is because I couldn't cope with life. I needed some kind of anaesthetic. And unless I have some methodology to replace that anaesthetic, drinking and taking drugs is my only solution.
You are very focused on the spiritual side of your life, it seems to me, on meditation, on the yoga that you do. How much of your time is taken up with these kind of pursuits? Loads.
It's an half time consuming. If you start getting into meditation and yoga, it will devour your day quite easily. How do you know when you're finished? If you're trying to think of nothing and blend with the infinite divinity that encompasses all things, all phenomena, it's difficult to go, well, enough of that. Yeah. Put the telly back on.
You carry it with you?
It's there with you.
Okay.
There's a limitless consciousness accessible to us all. We can get it through techniques. I used to try and get it through the old Persian rugs, drugs. Like that way you can receive a headache or a criminal record. You know, when they analyse the semantics consistently through mythology and theology of words like love, God, they find that the common theme, John, is union, that we just want to be connected to something higher. That can be another person, that could be God, that could be a relationship with nature, it could even be a relationship with West Ham United. I think the important thing is to have as the central tenet of your being love, compassion and tolerance. Everyone knows that. I think that there's an infinite creative force that generates all consciousness and all matter, and we are all connected. And if you align yourself with this infinite creative force, then you can be positive and you can be beautiful. I don't think it's a personal God. I don't believe in any particular doctrine or dogma, only that humanity is connected. And if you listen to the lower, of course we are all selfish and we all want to fuck each other, but if you allow that to govern your life, you will not be connected with the things that are important. We can access a unifying field of energy from which all creativity comes, be it physical, atomical or intellectual. Perhaps if we were all in tune with more beautiful things, perhaps we wouldn't prioritise such peculiar ideas and notions. Perhaps if we can popularise through the techniques of branding and consumerism a different idea, a different narrative, perhaps the world can change. After all, it changes constantly and incessantly. It's just that the perceptions that we have are governed by people with self-interest that are not in alignment with the health and safety of us as individuals or as a planet.